Hello and welcome to lecture 3 on Python tutorial series. Topic of today's lecture is variable, expression and statements. Overall goal of our tutorial series is to learn Python by implementation. Objective of today's session is to understand variable, expression and statements in Python, to implement variable, expression and statements in Python. Outline: we will start with values, then types, then variable names and keywords, statements, evaluating expression, order of operation, operation on string, composition, comments, and we will end with some sample programs. Link of this notebook is given in the description. You can download the file and use, or you can follow along. You have to create a new IPynb file. We start with our first subtopic, that is values. Values in Python can be integers, string, boolean or floating point number. Example of some values are: 2 is an integer, hello in double quotes is a string. You can write string in single quotes also. 5.2 is a floating point number, and true and false are boolean values. These are the values you will find in your program. They will be called as constants or constant literals. Let us see the type of these values. Integer type, you have to give a type function type, and let us find type of integer 2. You click on the cell and click on run button, will give type of integer as int. For string, let's find type of string constant type. In double quotes we will write a string hello. Shift enter, another command for running a cell. Type of hello is str. Float example, click on the cell, write type in bracket floating point number 5.2. Type of 5.2 is float. Type of boolean, write type function type in opening and closing parenthesis a boolean value. For example, in this case true. Type of true is bool. Note, in this case when you are using boolean values and true or false directly, your first letter should be capital. That is, T and F will be capital. Variables are containers which stores value. A name that refers to a value is called as a variable. Remember that values of a variable can change. That's why they are called as variable. We'll create a variable. Name of the variable is var1 and we are storing a value 2. It is integer. At the time of the running of the program, automatically interpreter identifies that 2 assigned to a variable 1, therefore variable 1 is integer. 3.5 assigned to variable 2, therefore variable 2 is a float. If a string is assigned to a variable, then variable 3 is a string, and if a boolean value is assigned to a variable, then the variable is boolean. We can also check the type of variable using type function. Write type var1 integer, type var2 float, type var3 bool. String, var3 string is assigned, therefore output is string, and type var4 underscore boolean. Variable names and keywords. Rules for writing variable name. First, variable name can have letters, numbers and underscore. For example, input underscore 01, which is containing letters, underscore and number, is a valid variable. We are assigning a value 10, which will be stored in input 01. Click on the cell and run the cell. Cell has executed successfully. Print the value of input underscore 01 will show you the output 10. Variable names can begin with letters and underscore. For example, underscore input 02 is equal to 20 is a valid variable. Click on the cell, run the cell. Cell has executed successfully. If you run the cell input 02, it will give you output 20. Now we give a variable which is starting with a letter. Input 03. We assign a value 30 to the variable. Click on the cell, press shift enter, it will execute. Next, variables are case sensitive, means the variable with capital letters is different than the same variable which is written in small letter. For example, input underscore 04, we are assigning a value 40 to the variable. Click on the cell, press shift enter, execute the cell, and we print the value of small input underscore 04. Then it will give you an error because capital I and small I are different. If you print input underscore 04 wherein the first letter is capital, it will print 40. Variable name does not contain keywords. For example, if we create a variable called as assert is equal to true, then it will give you an error because assert is a reserved word. You can see it is displayed in green color while using it in Jupyter. Keywords are special words which have predefined meaning in Python language. Next, variable does not contain special symbols or spaces. For example, if you give input underscore 05 at the rate, where at the rate is a special symbol, this variable will give you an error, syntax error. It will show where is the error, where error is after at the rate. Or if you write input space 06 and then assign a value 60, you have space inside the variable name which is invalid, therefore you have a syntax error. Keywords are reserved word in Python. You cannot use it as a variable name or any other identifier. Identifiers are the name given to a class, function or variable, etc. There are 33 words in Python 3.7. List of the keywords is displayed in the table. All the keywords apart from true, false and none are in lowercase. Keywords are case sensitive, means capital IF is not a keyword, small if is a keyword. Generally keyword are used for parsing. Statements are the instruction that Python interpreter can execute. There are two kinds of statement. First is print statement and second is assign statement. Result of print statement is a value. For example, print in opening parenthesis and closing parenthesis, if I write 4, will get result value 4 as an output. Syntax of print statement is print followed by opening parenthesis, expression 1 followed by expression 2 followed by expression 3, and so on. For example, print in opening and closing parenthesis 3. In this case, we have only one expression inside the print statement. That expression is evaluated 3, results in 3 only. We click on the cell and run the cell, we will get the output 3 only. Suppose we print 4 plus 5, expression evaluation is 9 and 9 will be printed on user screen. Suppose we have multiple expression inside our print statement. Print 6, 7, 8. Here 3 statements are evaluated and they will be outputted by the print statement, that is 6, 7 and 8. The fundamental syntax of a print statement: after the print statement, every time by default you go to a new line. For example, if I write print 9, then followed by another print statement, print 10, 10 will be displayed on the new line. Okay. If you want to change this default syntax, then you have to alter this last parameter, that is end is equal to, instead of \n, you can add your parameter. For example, print show in double quotes, show the result in same line delimited by spaces. So our separator will be, instead of new line, a space. This is the first expression, and in the last we will end and give inside double quotes for a space bar. Click on the cell. After this you write the second print statement, print this string will follow. In same line. Click on the cell, hit shift enter. You can see the result is shown on the same line. If you remove this end, by default the next statement will be shown on a different line. So we remove this part, delete it, click on the cell again, press shift enter. You can see the next line was displayed on the new line. Print using format method. Sometimes you want multiple strings which are already present in our notebook to be printed in a print statement, then you can use a format method. For example, print opening parenthesis, closing parenthesis, we are printing a string, therefore opening double quotes and closing double quotes, placeholder where the value of the string will be placed. Example of format method. It will be after the double quotes you have to write dot format, and after dot format opening and closing parenthesis you have to give your argument, whether a string or you can give a number also. In this case I am giving a string first. execute the statement, output will be first example of format method. You can see first example of format method. Second example of format method, you are declaring a variable str, and in this string you are giving a string I am working on, followed by a placeholder. Placeholder is given by opening brace and closing brace. Then you are printing it, print str. Now inside the placeholder you want a string to be printed, therefore format method, format inside opening parenthesis and closing parenthesis and the string you want to pass. We are working on Python 3, therefore I am passing Python 3. Click on the cell, press shift enter. You can see the output placeholder is occupied by Python 3. Instead of passing a single string, we can pass multiple strings also. First click on the cell, press escape B to insert a cell below. Again click on the lower cell, and here we have third example of format wherein we are passing multiple string. For example, print in double quotes, this is my format specifier space tutorial, comma, format specifier was on, again format specifier. So in format method, this after the double quotes dot you have to write format, and you have to pass three values in sequence. First I am passing a value 1, second I will pass a value 2, third I will pass a value string, which is Jupyter Notebook. Click on the cell, click on the run button. You can see this is my first tutorial, second was on Jupyter Notebook. Now syntax of format method with different placeholder. We'll write print, click on the cell, give the statement print, and we pass a string with placeholders. In first case, I am giving a string name colon and a placeholder with a placeholder name comma age colon in placeholder name age. After double quotes you give dot format method, opening parenthesis, closing parenthesis. For the first placeholder name we give a value David. For the second placeholder name we give a value 32. If you run this cell, you will get the output name is equal to David, age is equal to 32, where the placeholder contains name. Now the second type of placeholder, in case of having name inside the placeholder, we have numbers. So this is the 0th value, this is the first value, and we pass the value in sequence David and 32. Click on the cell, run the cell. In the third case we keep the placeholders empty and then pass the value in sequence David and 32. In all the three cases output was same, just the placeholder syntax was different. First it contained name, second it contained values, third it contained empty cells. Assignment statement does not produce any result. Previously we have seen that print statement after execution give the output. Assignment statement vice versa evaluate the expression on the right hand side and store the value of the expression in the variable on the left hand side. Suppose a is equal to 5 plus 7, where 5 plus 7 is the expression which will be evaluated and the value will be stored in the variable way. If we print the value of the variable, then it will show the output as 7. But if you assign the value, the cell does not produce any output. Value of the variable changes if you change the value of a to 10 and then add 1 to it. A is equal to a plus 1 and then print the value of the variable. Press escape A to print, insert a cell above, right inside the cell A and hit shift enter. The value which is printed is 11. What is done? The value of the variable is updated and latest value is retained by the variable. Now assigning multiple values, simultaneous assignment, you have various variable names and expression. For example, if I write b, c, d, which are variable names, and I am assigning a value 10, 20, 30, this will assign 10, 20, 30 to b, c and d. Shift enter. B, C and D are assigned a value 10, 20, 30. Escape A, print a cell above, print the value of B, C and D. So I will write a print statement in which I pass multiple expression B, C, D, and you hit shift enter 10, 20, 30. Now there is a, if you want to exchange the value of two variables, suppose you have U as a value having 10 and V as a value having 20. If you want to exchange the value of this variable, we declare a variable temp. We store the value of one variable in temp. Suppose I am storing the value of U in temp. So temp is equal to U means 10 is stored in temp. Therefore U is equal to V. I am assigning 20 to U and V is equal to temp. Means we have exchanged the value of U and V. Now U is 20 and V is 10. We are printing the value of U and V now. U, V. If you run this cell, you get the output as 2010. If you want to do this directly, press escape B to run cell below. If you write Z is equal to 10 and W is equal to 20 and execute this statement, Z, W is equal to W, Z, and then print the value of Z, W, your value will be swapped. Click on the cell and hit shift enter. So Z contained 10 previously, now its value is 20. W contains 20 previously, now its value is 10. So directly in a single statement you can swap the value of two variables. This is supported in Python. Expression and expression evaluation. An expression is combination of values, variables and operators. The fragment of program code that produce or calculate a new data value is also called as an expression. The simplest kind of expression is a literal, that is a constant. A simplest identifier is also called as an expression, that is a variable. More complex and interesting expression can be constructed by combining simple expression with operators. For example, you have 2, which the value evaluates to be 2 is the expression A is equal to 5. Shift enter. Now if you write A and execute the cell, it produces an output, therefore it is an expression. Combination of a plus 2, you hit shift enter, it produces a value 7 is also a expression. Order of operation or evaluation of expression or rule of precedence. Parentheses have highest precedence, exponential has next highest precedence, multiplication and division has third highest precedence, followed by addition and subtraction. Whereas multiplication and division are same precedence and addition and subtraction has same precedence. Operators which have same precedence are evaluated from left to right apart from exponentiation. Let us see examples. We create 4 variables: a is equal to 1, b is equal to 2, c is equal to 3 and d is equal to 4. And we evaluate expression e is equal to a plus b in parenthesis into c and integer division by d. Evaluation of this expression will turn out to be, it will add a plus b, 1 plus 2 is 3. Then multiplication and division, left to right multiplication will be executed first, therefore 3 into 3 is 9 and divided by 4, the result is 2. Select the cell and run the cell, you print the value of e and you get the result as 2. Next example, e is equal to a plus b into c divided by d, integer division, where a is 1 and b is 2, therefore a plus b is 3. C divided by, now next bracket evaluation as c divided by d, c is 3, d is 4, the integer division value is 0. So answer is 3 into 0, the value of e will be 0. We execute the cell and we print the value of e, answer comes out to be 0. Next example, click on cell, press escape below, click on cell, go down and write the expression as e is equal to a plus in bracket b into c integer division by d. Precedence is from left to right, first b into c, that is b is 2, c is 3, 2 into 3 is 6, divided by 4 is 2, 2 plus 1 a means the answer of this expression should be 3. Print the value of e, click on the cell, write e, press shift enter, 2. Let's cross check. What is the value of b? B is 2. What is the value of c? C is 3. Bracket is evaluated first. 2 into 3 is 6. 6 divided by 4. 4 ones are 4. Okay, value answer is 1. 1 here. 1 point something something, integer division, so retention will be 1 and then it is added to a. A is 1. 1 plus 1, therefore value of e assigned is 2. Next example for exponentiation, where we explain that associativity of exponentiation is from right to left. Insert a cell below and print the value of expression. Print 2 power 3 power 2. 3 into 3 is 9. 2 to the power 9 is 512. We have exponentiation in same expression, so it is evaluated from right to left. So 3 to the power 2 means 3 square is 9 and 2 to the power 9 is 512. Hit on the cell, click the cell and press shift enter. Answer is 512. Click on the cell, press escape below, escape B and print 2 to the power 3 and then to the power 2. In this case, internal bracket will be evaluated first, means 2 cube is 4, 16 square is 64. Click on the cell, run the cell, shift enter, value is 64. Python supports operation on string using addition and multiplication operator. For example, if you have str1 as machine and str2 as learning, if you run the cell, if you perform str1 plus str2, string 1 will be string 2 will be concatenated at the end of string 1. Machine learning. If you want a space in between, what you have to do? Write plus in double quotes, give a space. Now you have output as machine learning. This was addition. Escape below. Multiplication. If you have a string Python and you multiply it by 3, the same string will be printed, repeated thrice. You can see Python, Python, Python. If you want to give a multi-line string, then the string is enclosed in triple quotes, either triple double quotes or triple single quotes. For example, in this case, you have a multi-line string, then it starts with triple single quotes and end with triple single quotes. Syntax for multi-line string. Escape sequence. If you want to escape any single quote or double quote, precede it by backslash. For example, what's. After this, if you don't have a backslash, the string will end. But if you want the string as what's your name, then for escaping the single quote, you have backslash. Click on the cell, run the cell. The output will be what's your name. Otherwise, you can use a combination of double quotes and single quotes. In this case, what's your name? The single quote is escaped as the starting double quotes and ending double quotes represent a string. Click on the cell, hit shift enter, you will get what's your name. Line continuation. If you want that your statement is longer and it should be continued in the next line, the statement where it is to be divided into new line is given a backslash. That is line continuation while writing a statement. Write this cell. The statement is written and executed and they are in the same line. Strings are immutable. For example, if I have a string str is equal to Python, you cannot change this string because it is created, it is immutable. If I want to change the character at index 0, I put a character C there, it will show an error. Object does not support item assignment. But if you want to create a new string using the previous string, so I am creating str1 is equal to character C plus str1 colon. Here I am using string slicing. After the first character I have to take rest of the character, therefore index 1, and to take all the value after colon I have left a blank. In C plus YTHON will be your result in the string 1. If I print the value of str1, it should be Python. Suppose we want to create a new string in str only, then in that case give str and run the value program, run the cell again. You can see it supports the concept that variable can be reassigned within your program at any time, but strings are immutable. More operations on string indexing and slicing. Let's have string called as Python. If you want to find out length of the string, function is len and string. Here length of the string is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 characters. If you want to first character from the string, so I have to write str in square bracket index 0. It will give me p. If I want to access the second character from the string, str1, it will give me the second character from the string. Escape below new cell. If I want to access last character from the string, str-1, shift enter will give last character. If I want to access second last character from the string, str-2, it will give me second last character from my string. Slicing. Again reinitialize the string to Python. Now I have to create a new substring from the first element till the last element. Then I will write str1 is equal to colon, means first before colon your cell is empty, and after colon is also empty, means it will take the 0 index and it will run till last. So str1 will be the 0 till last index of str. Therefore str1 will be Python. Now I have to create a substring of 3 elements from the second element. So I will write str2 is equal to str. I have to slice it from the second element. Indexing starts from 0. Therefore I have to write 1. I have to take 3 elements. Therefore 1, 2, 3. You write 4 because it will run from 1, 2 to 3 and it will exclude 4. Therefore I will get a string as yth. Run the cell. We print the value of str2. You will see the result yth. If I want to slice the string from the second element till the second last element, then I will write str3 is equal to, want to slice a string from second element till the second last element. The index of last element is 5, which will not be included if I write 5. Excluding 5, it will run from 1, 2, 3 and 4. We get the output as ytho. Run the cell and print the value of str3 and you have the output ytho. If I want to create a new substring which is starting from the first character and running till the second last character 0 colon, I will write here 5. It will give me pytho as a result. We'll print the value of str4 and the output is pytho. Same thing can be executed as str. If you don't want to write 0, it will be empty brace, and run the cell. Again print the value of str4 pythoh. Now you can use some methods on string object. Escape below, insert a new cell with str and press shift tab. It is a doc string which is displayed for str. Again you press shift tab, it will show dop string in detail. Again you press shift tab thrice, it will display doc string completely. You can see str is an object, so it has attributes and method. We will run some of the methods of str. What I did was I have clicked on the variable and pressed shift tab once to display the information, again twice to display more information about the string. So first we are running the find method on string str dot find whether a substring py is present in Python string or not. find and in opening parenthesis closing parenthesis we write py. The string is present, then it will show the starting index of where the substring is present. It is starting from index 0, therefore it displayed 0. Suppose we want to find a substring which is not present in the string, like YH. Find YH. It will show an index as -1 because YH as a substring is not present in the string. If you want to find a string, str dot find and th, it will display that it is present at the index 0, 1, 2. It is present at the index 2. Now we run the second method, replace. str dot replace. If you want to replace the value of n by n3, then I will write the first parameter as n and then it is replaced by n3. Though the output which is displayed is Python 3. Here we are not storing the result, we are directly displaying the result. If you want to store the result, you on the left hand side you have to write str5 is equal to str and the method result will be stored, and then we can display str5. It will show Python 3. More methods on string which we can apply is str dot upper, which will convert the string into uppercase. Escape below b. str dot lower, which will convert the string into lowercase. If you want to find whether our string is alphanumeric or not, we will run the method str dot is a alpha, which will show that the string is alphanumeric. Now we will understand composition. Composition is a process wherein we combine smaller parts of the program to create a larger part. One of the most useful feature of programming language is their ability to take small building blocks and then compose them to create a larger building block. Suppose we have C as an expression 2 plus 5 and you are using print statement wherein you are combining a string. Expression is, then you are giving a placeholder and then you are printing the expression value as dot format and you are printing the value of C. Here what you have done, you have combined an expression as well as you have combined a string as well as you have used a format method and you have used a print statement. This is an example wherein you are combining different blocks of your programming statements and you are creating a larger block. Second example I want to show is you have to take input from the user and you have to store it in some variable for processing it. Therefore I am writing input, which is a variable where value will be stored, and then I will run input function in which I will ask the user to enter a value. If you run this statement, the variable name should not be keyword, therefore I am writing input 1 here. This will prompt that you have to enter a value. I enter a value as 12. Input 1 contains a value 10. If I print input 1 will show that it contains 12. If I print the type of input 1, type input 1, then it shows string. If I want to process it as an integer or as a number, I have to precede here by a function called as eval or int that will evaluate the incoming string and take the output as an integer or a number. Now run the same again. We give same input as 12, print the input 12 and type of input. Now in this case it is showing int, that the smaller expression are combined to create a larger expression, that is composition. Now we will see how comments are added in our program. Comments are added using hash symbol. For example, I am inserting a cell below escape B. If I want to write a comment, to give a hash symbol, this is a comment. When I run this cell, cell has executed but nothing is displayed because it is not a executable code. It is just for description purpose. Why we use comment? Comment are used for explaining the program. If your program is seen by another developer, then if you want to understand what this part of code is doing, then you can write a comment. For giving multi-line comment, every line of comment is preceded by hash symbol. This is second line of comment in same cell. Here cell type is a code cell. If you precede it by hash, these two lines will be treated as a comment. Now we will see some sample programs. Okay. Here if you want to put a value into the variable, we take the value input, we give the prompt to the user that enter some value, then we evaluate it so that the string will be converted into a number and then it is stored in a variable. Here it is preceded by hash, means these two lines are comment. Now we will see some sample programs. In this case our first program is to create a program for addition of two numbers. As this line is preceded by hash, it is a comment. We will create two variables for taking input from the user, num1 and num2, which will store two numbers. Eval for evaluation of the string so that it can be converted into numbers. In this function we write input function, and inside input function we ask the user for entering two integers for addition. When the user enters two numbers, values of those numbers are stored in num1 and num2. Can find out sum is equal to num1 plus num2, means it will add number 1 and number 2 and store the result in sum. And in last, in this program we print addition is, we give a placeholder, then we write dot format and after dot format, in place of the placeholder I want the value of variable sum. If I run this program, will be prompted to enter two numbers. I will press first as 10, second as 20, enter, and it shows addition is 30. Second, the program for average. Average is sum divided by total number of input. So we have taken two numbers. After taking two numbers, what we have to do, instead of having sum, we have to find out average. So I am doing a modification in my program. Average is equal to sum divided by count. So count here, how many inputs are there? 2. Therefore I will divide it by 2. It will divide floating point. If you use single slash, it will do a floating point division. And the average is here, you will do average, and in case of sum we will print the variable as avg. We run the program. If I write 10 comma 10, sum is 20 and average is 20 divided by 2, that is 10. So we print both the values. Sum is and the first placeholder, comma average is second placeholder, in sequence first variable sum and second variable sum. Now run the cell again. Okay, we have edited program. So in this case, what you should do, you should stop your kernel, go to kernel and go to restart kernel. Kernel will restart, will prompt a message that kernel has restarted, and then execute the cell again. The kernel ready. Now execute this function. Ask for two numbers. I give the two numbers at 10 and 10. Sum is 20 and average is 10. You see that sum is 20 and average is 10. As we have two integer, the sum is integer, but when you use divide function, average is converted into float and the value is displayed as 10.0. The next program and last program for this lecture is to print the area of a circle. We will take the radius from the user and we will calculate the area. For taking input from the user, we create a variable called as radius. Radius is equal to input. Then inside here, that string value should be converted into an evaluation, that is number, therefore eval, and then input function, and we will prompt the user to enter the radius of circle. User will enter the radius, it will be converted into number and stored in radius. You will create area. The formula for area, pi r square, 3.1412. I am using a floating point literal into radius, and I have to perform square of radius, therefore star 2. Here associativity star operator power will be calculated first, and then it will be multiplied by 3.1412 and it will be stored in area. In last we will print the value. Print, we will give a comment, area of circle is, and then we will give a placeholder. Then by dot format method, dot format, and then in this case what I want a variable called as area. I will print it. Click on cell and then shift enter. This will ask for radius of circle. I will enter 100 And now we will cross check our objective. Yes, we have understood variable expression and statements in Python. Yes, we have implemented variable expression and statements. Outcome will be we will be able to apply this knowledge on new problem definition. If a new problem is given, we will be able to write the program in Python. Before leaving, if you like the content, do hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and share this series with your friends. Thanks for watching. Thank you.